The Prince and the Poisoned Crown. Once upon a time, in a grand kingdom called Arianagar, there lived a brave and kind-hearted prince named Karen. His people loved him dearly because he was wise, just, and always helped those in need. His father, King Virat, had ruled for many years and was now old and weak. The time had come for Prince Karen to take his place as king. The entire kingdom was preparing for the grand coronation. The palace was decorated with colorful banners, golden lanterns, and fresh flowers. Musicians played cheerful tunes, and people from far and wide gathered to witness their beloved prince become king. On the morning of the coronation, as Karen was getting dressed in his royal robes, a palace guard brought him a small note. It was from an unknown person. The message read, "Your crown is poisoned." Prince Karen chuckled. Who would send such a ridiculous warning? He thought. But deep inside, he felt uneasy. He decided to ignore it and continued preparing for the ceremony. But as he entered the royal hall, he noticed something strange. His father, the king, was not smiling. Instead, he looked nervous, his eyes filled with guilt. Just as the priest lifted the magnificent golden crown to place it on Karen's head, the prince suddenly stopped him. "Wait," he said. "I must check something first." Everyone gasped. Karen quickly took a small piece of bread, rubbed it inside the crown, and placed it near a rat that was scurrying across the hall. Within seconds, the rat collapsed, lifeless. The hall fell silent. The people watched in horror as the young prince turned to his father. "Father, did you know about this?" Karen asked, his voice trembling. King Virat lowered his head. Tears filled his eyes. "Yes, my son," he whispered. "I did this." The crowd murmured in shock. "But why?" Karen asked, struggling to believe what he was hearing. The old king sighed. "I feared losing power. I have ruled for so many years, and I wasn't ready to step down. I thought if something happened to you, I could remain king." Karen felt as if the world had crumbled around him. His own father had tried to harm him, just to keep his throne. He took a deep breath and spoke loudly, "A king should protect his people, not be blinded by greed." Tears welled up in his eyes as he removed his royal robes. "If even my own father can betray me for power, then this throne is cursed. I do not wish to rule a kingdom where greed is greater than love." With a heavy heart, Prince Karen turned and walked away from the palace, leaving behind the crown, the throne, and his father. The people watched in silence, realizing that their wise prince had taught them the greatest lesson of all. Moral of the story: greed for power can destroy even the closest relationships.